Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Hot Combs and Popcorn podcast. For those who don't know, my name is Bobby.
My name's Danielle.
My name is Brianna.
And one of the things we like to do here on this podcast is review movies and television shows and Black culture that we should have seen by now, but we just haven't. And at the end, we discuss our thoughts and feelings, and then we rate these movies from a scale of 1 to 5 hot combs. Today, we are reviewing Soul Food, written by George Tillman, directed by George Tillman, okay, working man. Starring Vanessa Williams, Vivica A. Fox, Nia Long, Michael Beach, Mekhi Phifer,
Mekhi Phifer.
Mickey? Mekhi Phifer, Jeffrey D. Sams, Irma P. Hall, Gina Rivera, and Brandon Hammond. So it's giving all-star.
It's giving all-star.
Soul Food had a release date of September 26th, 1997, is rated R, and has a runtime of 1 hour, 55 minutes. So, quick synopsis for those of y'all who don't know. When Ahmad Simpson's diabetic grandmother, Josephine Big Mama Joseph, falls into a coma during an operation to amputate her leg, it throws the Joseph family into chaos. Ahmad watches as his mother, Maxine, and aunts Terry and Tracy struggle to adjust to the family matriarch's sudden absence, fall into old rivalries, share memories, and work to maintain the long-standing tradition of Sunday family dinners. So, we know what we came here to do. What are our thoughts on Soul Food? How do we feel about it?
I feel like this is my life reincarnated, okay? I know it was meant to be the Black experience, but it's actually the Brianna experience.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, it's in Chicago. First off, Chicago. The state, if you will. All right. Love it. The houses, I said it, Chicago is a state.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't argue with you.
Thank you.
Continue.
Like I was saying, the houses, historical. Sunday dinners, it's a thing, okay? It's a thing. You come together. For me, my life, the sadder part about why this is the reincarnated is because this is kind of literally what happened when my grandma, love her dearly, passed away. It really do break up the Black family when the big mama person is not there anymore. As we know, I don't know if it's our generation, but somebody dropped the ball. We don't do Sunday dinners no more. We don't do family reunions no more, okay? These things, it's not a thing.
No.
Not a time, okay? And that's okay. I don't know if I necessarily felt like the little boy. I wasn't narrating my life, but I was watching things happen. I was like, wow, this is messy. Okay. A lot of stuff going on. With that being said, I loved every aspect of them. It was a great time. It was family. It was food. Okay. It was, I think, I don't remember his name, the uncle that lived in the room that never comes out. Again, relatable. All right. It was giving Black. And this movie came out in 1997, which is my birth year. So it is me, and I am it. And that is my TED Talk.
I love that for you. That's it. That's it.
What an intro. That's the review.
That's the review. Period. Brianna is Soul Food.
Yes. Danielle.
It was Black. It was just
very.
So, it felt so good. Like, and I've seen a lot of this movie before, actually, but it was a while ago. So I had, this was a nice little refresher. But it's so good. It's so chaotic. It really, the relationships that were in the movie, like I can think of like family members or like people that I know, people from the church. We're gonna talk about that because we're gonna talk about that.
Mr. Pastor Man.
The Reverend Sir. What I want to make a public service announcement to all Black people. We do not need to invite every reverend to dinner or to holidays or to this or that. It doesn't need to happen. Some family things can just be family, and that's okay. Okay? The reverend was there for food, and that's it. Okay? He did not even pray.
He was there for food and to touch on
And-
the women.
And some of y'all need to get your reverends. Okay?
Mhm. What she
Stop bringing
say?
them around. Stop bringing them around your nieces and your
Preach, preacher.
nephews and all the young ladies that are in your house. If you know your reverend is, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna get in trouble, but that's all I have.
I
to say.
will though, and that
What you got?
goes for all the church people. Okay,
Okay.
we love the whole little putting a nice little handkerchief over the knees, but while you're looking, we here to pray, we here to preach. But the women gotta look a certain way not to entice the men. I'm sorry. Y'all said I was pulled from your rib. Ain't you a whole human being with a mind? You don't know how to control yourself? Last time I checked, you was a
Talk on it.
human, not an animal.
That is a word.
Church don't be churching. And then y'all wonder why people don't be in church.
Oh,
Kind of hard to receive the word of the Lord. When people playing around, we know about them church folks. And they know about themselves too.
And the same for all church folks.
Not
There's
all
a lot
y'all.
of great church folks. We love the church and we love Jesus. However, some of y'all need to get it together. Okay?
Get together.
That's all I have to say.
Y'all be gossiping in church. Y'all be sitting in church.
Y'all be stealing people's stuff. Yeah.
My pastor, and I can say this because this was on a live stream, low-key called out somebody that was trying to be a little drama-esque. He said, that's not my drama, that's your drama. He said, oh, well, you can't say that person's name, then you can't talk to me. I said, period.
Ooh.
I said, period, because if you're going to be about that life, say it with your chest.
Okay.
God hear everything. He know what you know what? They ain't ready for that.
They're not ready for this.
They don't need, y'all.
No, we're not.
This Thanksgiving.
It is. But I just had to put that little public service announcement out because when I saw the Reverend, I was like, no.
Hugged up on that cousin a little too hugged up.
A little too hard.
The way his eyes popped out of his head as soon as Faith walked through that door.
Anyway. I love the movie though.
The movie was great. Movie was bomb. Perfect. Every family got a big mama. Like, I call my grandmother Nini. However, her grandmother was Big Mama, and there was Big Papa to match. Okay. Every Black family I know has had an argument about selling the house. Like, and then the house stays every time. It stays. Once again, the family reunion tradition, the older folks consistently keep them up. When he said Black experience, we really all live in the same life.
Honestly.
Literally, I know y'all not gonna know what this is, but when I was watching it and saw that they were shooting in Chicago and it was so like Black people family, Chicago, everything, I was like, where's the Mooinoink? And I know y'all don't know what a Mooinoink is, but in Chicago, we used to have like butcheries, and Mooinoink is a butchery. It's like a meat place. You can buy any type of meat that you want, and it was everywhere, especially on the south and west side of Chicago, where I can only assume they was living at, right? Because they wasn't living north. It was that, and I was like, this is just. Oh, and I forgot my last point, even down to singing His Eye. Is on.
What's it on? The Sparrow.
Okay. That song was even sang at my grandma's funeral. This movie. This movie made me feel like I was watching my own life. It's a more entertaining version of it with more characters, but still.
Yes.
I love it.
Because it was messy. It was messy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And You can't go wrong with having Babyface be the executive music producer.
Okay, because
cannot.
I didn't realize that A Song for Mama was the theme song for Soul Food. I just thought it was, its own little single. I didn't
I
know
did
it was
not
a
know that either, but
it
now
was
it
a
is.
theme song.
Great
So,
song.
Great.
I personally don't have any lowlights. So,
No, neither do I.
I don't either.
okay, great. So let's just get into it.
Let's just highlight it up.
Let's just
okay?
highlight it
Highlight it up.
up. Go ahead, Bobby.
I would just like to say the meal at the beginning,
Who?
low vibrational as hell. I want it. I need it.
Mm-hmm.
That was called faith. Okay, that was called love, blessings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, that was called salvation,
Mm.
strength, light, all of them. Throw a psalm song in there, if you will.
Mm.
Okay, that was. She said, "I don't care if I got diabetes. I'm making Sunday dinner." I said, "That's some big mama stuff right there.
Mama,
That big mama right there." She said, "My leg? Oh, absolutely not." She said, "Oh no."
These chitlins.
Yeah,
And
like,
the
Now,
She
now,
said
what I will
chitlins.
say is the chitlins we could have went without.
yeah,
Now,
I
I will
kinda draw the
attest.
line at chitlins.
I am not low vibrational is what a
Yeah.
chitlin is. I will I will admit, not my favorite.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But everything else,
I'll take it.
I do want to know what an egg pie is.
I do too.
I've never had that.
I haven't
Never
either.
had that.
No.
Well,
I'm about to.
Okay, while y'all say that, I'm gonna throw one of my okay. So one of my things I had written down was Michael Beach, right? So I've met Michael Beach. Didn't know who he was when I met him. Okay.
Mhm.
Me and my dad, we were in a Target, living our
No.
Target life.
not Target.
Come on, Target.
In a Target. Apparently, my dad and him worked on something back in the day. Had no idea. I was a teenager. I was strong, 15, listening to One Direction. Had never heard of this man before in my life.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We see him, and my dad is like talking to him. They chatted up, do. And then he looks at me. He's like, "I bet she don't even know who I am." And I was like,
Oh,
I was like,
oh,
I was like,
he
He's
called
like,
your
"You're
ass out,
absolutely right.
and he was right.
Absolutely right.
he was like, you don't even know who I am.
That is so funny.
And I literally wrote, I wrote, "You're doing great, sweetie." When I saw him in this movie, I was like, I guess I should have known who you were. You're doing great. Obviously, before this movie, I had known who he was. I've seen him and stuff prior to seeing him in Target. I don't know why he was in Chicago. He might have been filming, now that I think about it, he was on Chicago PD. And he might have been filming Chicago PD at that time because I was not on the show yet. And his character was on the show maybe like season 4 or something like that, if I'm thinking about the right thing. But I'm pretty sure he was on my Chicago PD. That's probably what he was filming. Nevertheless, I ain't watched that either at the time.
Well,
So we chatted
so-
up. There's a picture of me, him, and my dad somewhere
No.
floating in my dad's iCloud because we
Oh,
did
wow.
take a picture. But I was like, I don't know who this is. I seen your face. I know you
Mhm.
be on the TV. I don't know who this man is. He's like, you don't know who I am. I was like, I don't. I'm sorry.
damn.
I was like, but I see.
That's
Yeah,
egg
That doesn't look
pie.
any better.
That egg pie.
Yeah.
I don't really like eggs all that much to be eating egg pie, but that looks.
It's
But I
supposed
love
to be
it.
like actually sweet though. Like I thought, egg pie, maybe something like a shepherd's pie, like a savory type of thing. But
No,
the
I would
pork.
assume it's like an eggy cheesecake.
yeah,
That's what I would assume. Still
Yeah.
not my.
I'm
No.
good. I'll just take some, banana pudding and any other dessert. I don't know what that is. I'm good. I'm egg pie.
Another sidebar. Did y'all ever watch The 100?
No.
Okay, well, I knew I recognized Michael Beach from somewhere, and he was in that show, the CW
He's
show.
a very popular actor, unbeknownst
he's
to
a
me
great
when I was
guy.
15.
I've been on
Okay.
IMDb for a while now, looking
Yes,
for.
Danielle.
Who does he play in this movie?
Oh, he plays the one who slept with Faith.
He's Miles.
Terry
Oh,
Townsend.
okay. Yes.
by
I've
the
seen
way,
none of those. Yes.
I see I see the attraction to him. When he was younger,
He's cute.
he
He's
was
cute.
a little. Because
I-
by that time, when I met him, he didn't have hair. Because if you see him now and stuff, he's like bald or has a really, really like
Yeah.
short, So I had never seen him young either. But I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I can see how he was one of the 90s men. I can see easily how he was swoon over.
Honestly, even without hair, he's not bad. Like,
No, he just looks like an older version of himself.
exactly. Either way, listen, if I was in my 20s in 1997 and I saw him at a club, I would
Yeah.
put the moves on him.
Okay.
Also, I forget old girl's name in this movie and her real name, but his wife, She-
Vanessa Williams, Terry.
Vanessa Williams,
No.
she was
Oh, wait,
hating
yes.
on him because first of all, his band was good, and I
It
was
was
like, this sounds like
The
a
band
90s
was
movie.
good.
His band was really
Good.
good. I was like, why you that's literally like a Boys to Men type of band. Like I
Yeah.
hear it.
It was bomb. Also, like maybe if she was more open and willing to go, maybe she could have been there instead of Faith.
Okay. But okay. But also the band consisted of Babyface and his brothers, and then JoJo and Casey. And
Well, that's why I knew
Well,
the people look familiar.
that's
I
why
was
they good.
like- I was like, I've
Um,
seen these people before. I don't
Also,
know.
one of them was wearing a black turtleneck and a gold chain. That combo has never failed. It has never, failed.
Especially
Never.
on 90s men,
Mm.
especially on the
Still 90s
90s.
men.
I know that, don't get me wrong, the 2020 men and stuff, y'all be looking, but I'm talking about that 90s, just straight, like, exactly, lip gloss, perfume. Like, it works. It works for them.
Mm.
I did also put, though, which is true to life, cousins equal trouble when you in a family like that. Because she came in, I was like, here we go. Now, I was not expecting the sex scene that we got.
Me either. They
I
said
was
rated
like-
R. They were not playing around.
I was like, wow, I've seen too much of Michael Beach now. I don't know where my life is headed.
Honestly, I thought that they were just over exaggerating when it came to Faith. They'd be like, oh, here comes trouble. And, she has like one DUI or something, something like that. That's intense, but not that bad. But they were talking about, you going to run up mama's credit again? I gasped. I was like, oh,
She said she's gonna have to bail you out of jail again. She's gonna have to put the house up for. I was like,
what did you
I was
do?
like, it's always the cousin that come in on some stuff. Like,
Listen,
I was like, oh, so you really are trouble.
she
Okay.
she was really trouble. Like
Okay.
I was confused because Faith looked like she was on something when she first came into the house. She was all like, first of all, she looked terrible. She looked awful. Hair was just disheveled. Whatever. But and then Big Mom was like, oh, it's my baby. And I was like, sometimes we just need to let the trouble just be in their trouble. You can't always bring them back in,
but then it wouldn't be black.
It wouldn't be black.
true to
But
black.
I want better for us, like sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta cut the cord. You gotta separate.
Well,
you
it
know?
ain't even her kid.
It's not.
So
Not her
So it's
kid.
not
it
even
feels like
court.
she raised her. I agree. Faith was giving maybe live that streets life.
Mhm.
So when they started talking about her being in music videos and stuff, I was like,
Yeah, she definitely is a dancer.
Yep.
Definitely has
the
a little
dance
sex
was
work
cute.
in there.
His rendition on the piano,
Oh, can we talk about it?
the attention. That's
When she finished and
I said,
gave her heart to him, I said, "Oh my god!"
no audacity.
I
You
screamed.
didn't
I love that song so much, and I can't think of the name. What is the '90s song?
I can't think of it either, and it's
And,
killing me.
and it's bugging me. But I remember when I first watched this movie, my dad is a pianist.
Oh,
and
is it
an
was it the
organist.
song the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun?
Yes,
Mm.
but it's
Hold
in
on,
the
let me-
chorus. Okay,
There's
you
another
think about
one.
it.
Tell you.
When I first watched it, I like forced my dad to play it for me on the piano, and I was like, I was just grooving because it's such a good song. I wasn't even paying attention to her dancing. I'm not even gonna lie. Faith was my least favorite character.
Is it Don't Leave Me, Girl?
Yes.
Wait, I don't know. That song's been sampled so many times. I don't know.
I
what
know.
the
I'm
other
trying to
is.
figure out like who.
At Blackstreet.
Yeah, it is Don't Leave Me, Girl.
Oh, what? Hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
Okay. Saving it for later. Faith.
Yeah, it was this song, right?
Baby, we can't hear that.
Can't hear that.
Okay, good, because YouTube is probably gonna cut me off anyway. But
Oh, true.
Black Sheep, I don't YouTube don't do that. I know what
No,
you
no,
want.
no.
Don't do that. But yeah, no, it is Don't Leave Me, Girl.
Okay, good to know.
Dun, dun,
I mean,
See, okay, I also wrote down very important. The 90s were such a precious time for Black culture. The 90s is such a time that I envy those who got to experience it and can remember from like a teenage perspective, right? Because
Yeah.
that's really when you was able to do everything. Go to Freaknik, go to all these different things, see people in concert, all that. Like that's did Tyrone come out during the 90s?
yes. At least he had that one big song in the 90s.
No, Tyrone the song, not
Oh,
Erykah Badu.
I'm thinking of Tyrese. Wait.
All right. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
very
Yes.
pinnacle. Like the 90s to me is what I think of when I think of Black culture. That and like the Renaissance era. Like it's so good. The
Yeah.
music, mwah. The
I'm sorry, wait.
mwah.
Did you say the Renaissance era like Beyonce?
Like the
No.
20s. But
Oh.
you onto something. You onto something.
But Beyonce, we can't even start talking about her because we'll talk about her for the rest of this
yeah,
podcast
no, we
because
can't even.
ma'am, where are the visuals? Why is the movie still being edited?
Why are you on Twitter? Parkwood? I'm
Oh, right. You think this is funny.
This
You
is a
think
game?
this is funny.
Is this a joke? Like,
It's not funny.
no.
See, this is what they do. When they release trailers, they put release dates.
Mhm.
And you can't give us an album release date and then not get us the visual release date.
They said we just gonna tell them there's a tour and that's gonna be enough. No,
it's
I
not.
want what I was promised.
Because my pockets are not ready.
Okay, that too.
You think
That's
this is funny. And am I going to go to your concert and act like I'm on stage with you? Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Out of
but
situation.
Absolutely.
that's not the problem. That's not the problem. Anyways, I'm
Anyway.
sorry.
Anyway,
Going back.
the way we can't even mention this lady's name.
The power, the audacity,
Okay, wait.
nerve, the
Anyway.
gumption, the gall.
But you damn right.
Mm-hmm.
Black 90s
Mhm.
is a movement essential to the life that we live today. Like half of the trends that we got are from the Black 90s.
Half
So,
of the songs they sample nowadays
from the 90s
are from the 90s or
Mhm.
from not the Renaissance, but like the 70s, 80s era. Like
Mhm.
the 2000s just has nothing real to offer other than Beyonce and other people. Whereas the entire culture was a movement. Everything, the clothes, the food, the hair.
The
It
hair.
just-
because some of those styles were still cute. Okay, I was watching.
even the soft overlay that like the cameras had back then that you know
Mhm.
it's the 90s, just enough little blur, just enough for you to know it's not 4D or just
Mhm.
yes. So I'm gonna bring it back to the beginning because the way that the film started
Bobby, I was about to say. Go ahead.
with Miss Girl backing it up on Lim. Ass out. And Lim enjoying it. And I had wrote down,
bless his heart, bless her heart. Oh my god.
bless her heart, because if it was me, I definitely would have beat some ass. And the thing
Okay.
is, like, she came out of that bathroom and yeah, Big Mama's down dancing with Lim. But no. I'm still gonna beat some ass. Maybe not at the wedding, because let me enjoy my day or what's
Mhm.
left of it. But the next day, Lim and what's her name? We're gonna have some words.
I'm sorry, somebody's getting dragged outside. I don't care if it's my wedding night or whatever, but you gonna embarrass me in public, I'm gonna embarrass you in public. And your girl, I'm beating up everybody.
Everybody.
I'm gonna break off some of some wood from a chair and I'm smacking you with it.
I can confidently say that if that happened at my wedding,
Mhm.
after we said the vowels,
Yeah.
vowels.
Vows.
That was close.
I would be getting to know Cook County very well, as in the jail.
The jail. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me and my sisters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know what? It's honestly very interesting that they decided to start with Lem being the one that's getting ass thrown at him like that, because it ended up being Miles that cheated. So
I feel like Lem, like low key, was redeemable for the rest of the movie, which is
I
very
fuck with
weird
Lem.
to say. But like, he was just made to seem like a trash man, but he low key was like more respectable than the other men in the movie. I mean, even dang, her name just escaped me. The guy, the one who's the boy's mother,
Max
Max. Is that her name?
and
What's her real name though?
Kenny.
Vivica A. Fox?
Yeah, Vivica. Okay. Even how she got with her husband.
Yeah.
Messy.
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 And then you're wondering why y'all hate each other today.
Okay.
Because truthfully, I don't know. Like, if I was Aunt Terry, I don't know if I would ever get over that either.
That would also be my villain origin story.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
I'm sorry. If you take the man who I'm on a date, if my sister, she would never, but if my sister was with me while I was on a date and her and the guy that I am with are flirting, and then I find them in a car having sex the next day, oh, I'm tearing everybody up.
In the winter of Chicago.
In the winter.
In the winter.
Y'all know that car had to have been cold as hell. So they said, let's just warm it up with our body heat.
Outside of a store. You know what?
In broad daylight.
In broad daylight. Like.
So, and then when she had the baby, which I very much caught that, when she had the baby in the hospital, Vanessa Williams' character was just staring. And I was like, could you imagine that the man that you were dating, your sister took and then had kids with that nigga?
3 of them.
Oh my God, Cook County would know me so well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Villain origin story. Like, I understand Terry's aggression towards life, you know?
Yeah, that's why she wanted to sell Big Mama house, because she said, y'all are ungrateful.
And that's why she keep reminding everybody that she's rich as hell. She's the lawyer, which honestly tickled me. I thought that was very funny, because there's always that one rich ass auntie who won't let nobody forget. They be flexing with their Gucci belts, their furs, their Louis Vuitton purses. And it's just so specific. So Terry, I don't know. I kind of liked Aunt Terry. Just from the realness and the relatability.
Yeah. What I will say though, what I cannot stand, right? If you're gonna lend out money to people and you know that these people are not good at paying you back, stop giving them money. First of all.
That's the number one
rule. All, if you know that they don't have the money to pay you back and you still give them money, stop complaining, because you did that to yourself. But like, to bring it up at family dinner and all these different instances to make, you know, drama, girl, do better. Just don't give out money. I'm sorry. Just say no. You can do it.
You see, in the wedding scene, Big Mama saw, you know, her daughter's new husband dancing with a fling of his, and she went and just was like, actually, I'm gonna make it better. I feel like a lot of people fall into that trap of feeling like they have to be responsible for their family members, and they don't really want to. And I feel like that's a very like particularly I don't want to say Black, but a Black experience thing, because a lot of the times it falls on that weight of like, we only have each other. We got to make sure each other is good.
Mhm.
But it
Mhm.
allowed a lot of stuff to slip through the cracks that you would not allow to happen if anyone else did it. I mean,
Mhm.
she let Faith into her house, into
Yep.
her home, and she slept with her husband passionately in his
Which
recording studio. Came upstairs for it. It wasn't no conversation. She said, "Take me."
Yes. Which it's honestly very toxic because my thing is like, just because someone's family does not mean that we can't hold them accountable, does
Mhm.
not mean that we can't set healthy boundaries
Yep.
and just excuse ourselves from that situation. I'm a
Mhm.
very firm believer in protecting my own peace first. And if you burned me, I
What'd
do
you say?
not have to interact with you. I do
I
Period.
very
not.
much respect when she chased after them with the knife.
Girl,
Yes.
the way I
Wait. Okay.
Go ahead. She
Okay.
said, "I'm not."
Before we go into that, because that was a whole scene. I just don't think that Terry should have let Faith in her house, period, because Big Mama's house was right there. Everyone had the key to Big Mama's house. There was clearly rooms she could have stayed there. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Knife scene was wild and was very much, I understand. I get
Yeah.
it. Because you are sleeping with my husband when I open my door to you, and I don't like you, but I still let you stay in my house, and you sleep with my husband? No. You getting stabbed. I'm
That
sorry.
was the only appropriate reaction. Aunt Terry is at her wits' end. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
she had kissed Kenny and was talking about, I always wondered what it was like if we had gotten married. That hurt. Ooh, that
I said,
eats
"Oh,
her
she finna
up.
break. She finna break."
Yep.
She fit a break, and she did.
And she did.
And she did. Miles deserved that knife thrown at him or put on him, whatever.
Yeah.
And so did Faith. They
Well,
need
I
to figure that out.
knew that he would. I knew Terry was about that life because she was yelling, throwing around, and she the lawyer, da 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 da. But then she called up the
Mhm.
cousin. She said, "Don't bring the gun, just rough him up." I said, "If you can make that phone call, you still in it. You
Yep.
still in it. If you can make a phone call to your family and a certain type of family member to do certain type of activities, and they roll up for you, you still in that lifestyle.
Yep.
Because lawyers don't do that.
No.
Mm-mm.
They do not.
They don't do that. But you called in for favor, and what you wasn't ready for was for him to have a gun on him. And I said, "See,
Yep.
not everybody finna go to jail. Here we are." Now, I will say, even though Lem was a little bit more redeemable, I was like, what in the domestic abuse is going on? Okay, because he threw Nia up against that wall, and I was like, oh
Did.
my God. I was like,
That was a lot.
this is, again, I don't know what it is about that 90s personality traits of men, but I was like, oh my gosh. And it was crazy. As he told the boy, he was like, "I would never hit a woman." I said, "But you threw her."
Yep.
Mhm.
You still put your hands on her.
But
You
I
did.
was like, why? Why the semantics? Like
Right.
you threw her up against a wall. Like,
I
why does it
mean,
matter that you didn't punch her? You still put your hands on her.
Mhm.
I understand why he was upset. However, he could have expressed it in so many other ways. There
Yeah.
was no reason to come up into her job, break the glass door. Now that comes out of y'all's check. Okay. Throw her up against the wall, yell at her in front of her entire clientele.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's embarrassing. But granted, when Max was talking to her, and was like, listen, you cannot go to your ex and ask a favor for your husband. I said, yeah,
You ain't never
that,
lied.
That was yeah.
yeah,
That's
that
I
was
don't know
real.
if it's a breaking girl code, but it's a breaking somebody's code because you
Mhm.
cannot do that.
That is inappropriate.
Yes.
But
I was
also, Samuel had stayed out of pocket consistently.
It be I'm not gonna say that. It be them type of men's. I'm gonna put it like that. It be that particular brand of man
Mhm.
that be coming in and messing up. Tyler Perry switched it,
He did.
but
He did.
it be that type of man that come in the 90s with a little swagger, if you will, and be like, "I'm always here." And the audacity of him to come up to him at work. Why you get this man this job just to make him go to jail? Like,
So messed up.
what? Like, He said, see, I helped you. Because she called me. He was like, yeah, because I call her Cola. First of all, that's a cute nickname. I
It's
like it.
cute. It's cute.
Cola was the smooth. He said,
Points.
because her body looked like a Coca-Cola bottle. I said, whew,
Gasp.
somebody was in the writer's room for that one. Okay.
They sure were. That's a personal experience.
Okay.
Not even
Absolutely.
gonna lie, if I was Lim, I probably would have reacted the same way.
I mean, it was valid. I get it. I get it.
'Cause how dare you?
Right. But okay, first of all, what was his name? The one with the weird name, the ex.
Simuel.
Sure.
Simon.
Oh, it was Simon?
No.
Oh. I couldn't tell if this was a typo or not in my notes.
First of all, he was fine. Let's
was
start
fine.
there. Very fine. But second of
I've
all,
seen
going
him
back to the
before.
beginning, why was he and Lynn's ex at the wedding? Like, why are we inviting exes to the wedding? I don't
know if he was invited. I feel like he just showed up.
showed up.
Yeah, I think.
But
he
like,
was
why do you
surprised.
know where my wedding? Like,
Right.
what's going on in the 90s where people could just pop up on you? I don't get it.
Yeah, that was weird. And
What's
him coming to
happening?
her job?
Girl, I was like, you need security. This man is stalking you.
Like, why are you this pressed? Also, considering that they probably broke up however long ago because her and
Mhm.
Lim had to have fostered whatever relationship and then gotten married. Like, this has been at least a year and a half, 2 years, maybe 3.
Mhm.
Sir.
I figured out why he looked so familiar. Because he was no living single. That's why. I was like, I know this man.
I'm on season 1 of Living Single, so
He's a main character on the show, Danielle.
is he? Let me see a picture. Let me see a picture. Let me see a picture.
I'm on season 1, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure?
Yes, I was like, this man looks so familiar.
Show me a picture.
Hold on, I'm trying to find.
What's his
Maybe I'm
Speaking
lying.
of pictures, in the
Maybe
very
I'm lying.
beginning, during the credits, when they were showing like all the baby pictures and like
So
all
cute.
it was so cute. I love that. And like certain movies do it every now and then, but I'm like, that's so cute. I love it when they do that.
Oh, yeah, I see him over here on Living Single.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was trying to figure out
I
who
just
he
looked him up.
was, and he don't live in single.
That man is fine. Maybe
He was.
Mm,
I see it. I was like, I've seen this man before. He's also. I've heard the name Mel Jackson. For me, a lot of the times when I watch these movies, a lot of things just come together, and I'd be like, oh yes, this and that.
yeah, isn't that crazy? Like our whole lives are just we just had no idea.
Our whole lives are just these particular Black actors,
Yeah.
and like that's it.
Why do I
Like,
feel like I've been lied to?
I don't know.
mm,
Why do you feel like you've been lied to?
I don't know. I just feel like nothing was as it seemed because I didn't know the origins. But I do.
And the movie had the meme. It had the crying meme.
Wait, which one? Oh, yeah, of the single
This
tier.
one.
Yes. Okay.
As
He
soon as I
was-
saw the stripes, I was like, that's the meme.
He was fighting for his fucking life during that scene.
Fighting. You see the tear? Do you see? He
He
said,
said, I want to get the family back together.
Get everybody together.
I mean, I will say the only hiccup in his plan was inviting Miles and Faith to dinner. Now you
Yeah.
mentioned grown folks' business, and that's just not. That was not the plan because if I was anybody in that family and I saw both of them walk in there, they gotta go. They gotta go.
Again, Black people really be like, I know they did that, but we family. I will say our generation got that right of no, they not. Our generation has gotten that right of we family, cool.
see,
And what else? Like,
I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt. This man was in Living Single starting in season 5. I'm in season 1.
ooh.
I
thought
knew
he
I
was
wasn't
in it the whole
crazy.
time. I thought he was in it the whole
Sorry.
time.
I just had to. Okay. Anyways,
You have to redeem yourself. I feel that. I get it.
I'm happy for you.
thank you.
I have like a whole list. I have like a whole list of notes.
Okay.
That is what I just the list is long. I'm gonna pause for my list.
Mm-hmm.
for everyone?
I feel like Miles should have gotten more heat than what he did. I feel like Faith got a lot of heat, which, yeah, she should have. She also cheated, whatever. But the fact that the family was like low key, just kind of welcoming Miles back, I wanted more hate. I wanted hate to flow. I wanted hands to be thrown, and they were not. And but Faith came in, and they were just like, and I was like, why didn't they give Miles that look? Like, he needs to be smacked up. All them men there, and none of y'all smacked him up. That's all I have to say. All the sisters there, and y'all didn't think to just backhand Faith a little bit. Okay, that's all I have to say.
And Loki stopped her from doing it.
Okay. Who's next?
I do have an unpopular opinion.
Oh,
It's about Faith and Miles. So,
Bobby.
I agree.
that
I
music,
agree.
What you about to say?
the music
I
audition scene was sensual as hell. And it was at the point where I was just like, listen, some things just don't work out. And if this did happen to work out, it's just like that. It's just like that. I'm sorry. It's giving Max and Kenny, same thing. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have minded if Faith and Miles ended up together. And I'ma just say it. I was actually surprised that they didn't. They have all these similarities. She is 10,000% more compatible with him than Terry. I was surprised they didn't date and elope. Maybe they did in a sequel in a different world. But that's just all I have to say.
I feel like him and his wife never was compatible outside of how much money they make. And I feel like they were trying to do like the husband and wife having issues, and then a woman that he gets along with comes in and gives him everything he was looking for. But like low key, they should have been the couple from the beginning. They would have made a cute couple. She was she was giving a little ditzy. She was giving a little like, I can't control myself. But being that he wants to be a part of the music scene, and they just the compatibility was past a fair. It was past just infidelity. It was this is Loki who he should be with. Which, man, 0 for 2 for the wife. Cause
yeah, damn. That's so messed up.
0 for 2. Your family members just keep snatching these men, but maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. I don't know.
It probably is her in that sense. Only because
not saying she deserved to get cheated on, but I'm just saying.
It's just like, because she probably married Miles out of convenience. The two of them probably got together because they were like, we're both single, we're 20, exactly what you said about The Wood, which is already out. So, we're both 26, we're both single, we're both available. Let's just get married. It's what we should do. That's the course of life that we're supposed to take. We're in our careers. It's time to settle down, get a family going. Marriages like that tend to not work. Then you end up having kids, trying to save the marriage. The kids end up fucked up because y'all couldn't get your shit together. A blessing that they don't have kids. Speaking of kids, I have a tangent about that, but I'll save it. And then we end up in situations like this. It's just a huge ass mess. Everyone gets hurt. And then Big Mama got to fix it all. She's not there. So now what? Man, this movie just...
chaos.
It's too much. It's too real. Because this happens in real life. You know it.
I do. Yeah. I do know it. And there are plenty of things that I can compare things to, but I won't. Yeah. But yes, these things happen in things, and this movie hit. The last thing I'm gonna say though, last thing that I don't know if I said on my list was that I said a side note, I haven't had chicken dumplings in too long. Them chicken dumplings they was making look fire. And I was like, I ain't had some chicken dumplings in like 10 plus years. Like chicken dumplings is something different. Like I was like, wow, that's a Black thing that really
I actually
have not had in a minute.
I don't think I've ever had a chicken
Never-
dumpling.
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's
I
so
was like
good.
dumpling.
Right.
Yes.
It's
It's
like-
not like a real dumpling as you see. It's like square biscuit type thing. But it's just it's so I have not had chicken dumpling. I don't even know who would have made the last time I had chicken dumpling. But when I saw this movie, I was like, I want to make me some.
We losing
This is-
recipes.
We're
Okay.
losing recipes and the dating pool is full of peas. So how are we supposed to reincarnate?
We
this is
It-
I mean just
It's sad.
what are we gonna
Yeah.
do? Because we're not like our our ancestors or our predecessors who just stayed in relationships and marriages because you have the family and
You need a
Pop
bank
Pop get to
account.
have his 72 wives and like we just not standing for that. So what we supposed to do? What we supposed to do?
When you find out, let me know. Cause
Well, y'all find out.
real.
Send it in the group chat because I'm
Okay.
lost.
I will say during like the montage at the end, so like when they were all cooking together and whatever, and they were showing like all the different food and stuff like that, I was tearing up. I was like, this really is. It's just it's so Black, and it's just like it made me so happy. I don't know why. I'm probably just missing my family right now, but it was just like it felt like home when I was watching that,
Mhm.
and I don't know. It was cute. It was so cute.
It was cute. The one thing that I kept thinking the whole time, even though I know like they need a kids table. I know there's only 3 of them, but the way that little
do.
boy was always around.
He shouldn't have known that stuff.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why was he at the party where Aunt Terry was with the knife? I was like, sir, you were the only child here. The only one.
I was just confused because when I was younger and at family functions and they started talking about, adult stuff, somebody was looking around to see if there was a kid there. And if we were there, they were like, okay, you go on out
Gotta
here.
go.
So how no one saw him in the corner getting some punch is beyond me. But I it's so funny. It's so funny how adults always try to shield like kids from hearing stuff. And then, here we are 20 years down the line, and somebody's telling you the family secrets. Somebody's telling you what had happened
Okay.
years ago. I find that so funny. Like,
Okay.
because we gonna find out.
Because 2 + 2 is equaling 4 right now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's
Like,
down.
I mean, that's really what we need to not let die. These family secrets.
Yeah.
We
them
need to know
coming.
these family secrets.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
a plethora of reasons. Because
Mhm.
it's like, I feel like once we turn like maybe like 20, 21, that's when we didn't get pushed away when they was talking about grown folks business.
Yep.
That's even when maybe you had a little sip of alcohol yourself. And let me
Mhm.
tell you, the stories that come out when
It's
people
wild.
be drinking.
Honestly, like
Oh
adulting
baby.
and getting older is difficult. It's challenging, but I have come to enjoy 2 main things from this whole growing up situation. One of them is the family secrets, and another one is being able to watch grown folks TV and get it. That's it.
Mhm.
But the family secrets, ooh,
They
spicy.
coming out. People be letting stuff slip, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, so I just feel like Ahmad had no business knowing the family
None.
secrets at age 7,
no.
age 8. Like, you don't even
didn't.
know what sex is, or you shouldn't know. So why are we talking about? And why? Also, the fact that he had to be the one to bring the family together, and he's over here crying in the corner.
Right.
Like, is that not fucked up?
Mm-mm-mm. But he was
I
smart.
mean, you got to think about what they were going against. You got sisters sleeping with each other's husbands, her cousins, people, and people having babies with people ex-boyfriends, and people calling their ex-boyfriends to get people jobs. While
Mhm.
all of a sudden now Uncle then came out the door looking for his sister Joe, And he said, "Daddy ain't here no more. You gotta take care." And I was like, "Oh,
Right. Which
oh my God."
that was a whole nother
Like,
thing. Because can we, as a community, we must realize Uncle Pete definitely had some kind of depression. Okay. And I wanted him to get help. Like the fact that it's just so normal to have that one family member that is so reserved in the corner, doesn't leave their room. And it's just like, it just is what it is.
Mhm.
If you ask me, it's a warning call. And I wanted him to get some help.
See, I thought he had like Alzheimer's or something like that. That's what, because he didn't seem to like pick up on the present time. So I thought that they just like kept him up there because he didn't really know what was going on, type of thing. But still, like you were saying, like get him some help. Maybe you can't just keep him in a room and put food at the door. Like
Yeah, that's very wild.
that's not good.
Yes. And the fact that it was played for laughs, kind of. But
Hmm.
anyway, so we've said what we need to say. Are there any final things?
I loved it. That's all I gotta say.
I don't know. I think I said everything on my list.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. I'll just say this is a new comfort movie has been unlocked.
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
yes. So, what are the final ratings? How many hot combs out of 5 do we want to give it?
10 out of 5.
Should we all just say it at the same time? Did we want to try that again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
Yeah. Let's run it back. Okay.
Okay, Bobby, get us ready.
So, we've done our ratings. I mean, we've done our review. How
Mhm.
many hot combs out of 5 do we want to rate it? Okay. 3, 2, 1. 5 out of 5. Yes. Love to see it. Another 5 out of 5. That's I think our third one now.
5 out of 5. I did say 1,000 out of 5, but I
Oh.
will take 5 out of 5. Yes.
Okay, fine.
I thought we were making up our numbers, but I guess we're not doing that. Thank you.
I
I thought she said 10 out of 5, so I was like, I gotta do my real rating.
I was keeping it classic. Ugh.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, all right.
1,001 out of 5. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So this has been another episode of Hot Combs and Popcorn. Thank you all for listening. Again, I've been Bobby.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Soul Food.
Yes, and if you haven't already done so, please follow and subscribe to us on both YouTube and Apple Podcasts. Throw us a like. Share this episode. Leave in the comments below, have you seen Soul Food? Did you get to see it when it first came out? And what are your thoughts on it? And let us know what movie or TV show you want us to review. And as you guys know, those streetlights are about to come on. So we've got to go. We'll see you next time, same place. Bye.
Bye.